Hey everyone, thanks for joining us on the video today. We're going to be installing a new shower curtain with brackets from Front Runner on the Slimline Front Runner 2 rack that's on top of the RLD Cap that I have on the Gladiator. So come along, let's see how we can install it. Alright, first thing we're going to do is take this corner off so we can feed some nuts into this track. So we're going to find the right Allen wrench and see if we can get this to pop. Oh, it's been there a while. The rack's been on a couple years, so it was a little tight. Right. And off, pull out. And then we're going to feed 4 of these nylon down into the rail so the brackets can attach to them. Alright, and this should suffice. As long as you don't drop the bracket. Alright, we're back. Let's put the bracket back on. It's right where we want it. Pull it back in. Alright. We have this here. We're going to work a couple of bolts down and hopefully figure out where these bolts will be placed. Let's install the first Front Runner bracket. And what we're going to do is we have an M8 by 25 and a flat washer that we're going to install on the top side. So we go straddle get our nuts aligned here and see if we can get the nut started. Just did pretty easily. Again, we'll take an M8 by 25 with a flat washer, and we're going to align to the nut that's down in the channel and just get that started nicely. And we'll repeat that again on the second bracket with our 2 nuts down here, and then we'll go from there for alignment. Alright, the brackets come with 2 support L ankle brackets that we're going to install. We'll take a look here and see how we want to install these. Going to put, so my goal is to have this bracket as close to the corner as I can. What I'm going to do is how they install. We're first going to take out this one M80 by 25 that we put in with the nut in the channel, and we're going to put this support bracket in, and just lightly hand tighten so we can still move it around. So we have the option of taking the bolt out underneath for this top bracket here. So we have this bracket. If we slide it over a little, it'll get it closer to the end. We have 1 bolt right under here that we could use to secure the bracket. So let's take a look at that and see if we can get that done. Alright, let's see what we can do. If we can get this to pop. Ah, that black is getting hot. For sure. It's warm down here in Arizona today. The sun is always kind of bright, so let's try to, I don't know if we got it or if we just we're getting there. Just gonna take a little while. tighten that bolt back up. I think we're on the nut. Ooh, that black is warm. Alright, let me show you what this bracket looks like. Now that we've got the nut installed. Now that we've got that nut in there, you can see our slots are lining up to use that front rail to secure our shower bracket here. Alright, we have M8x16 hex bolts we're going to feed into the rails. So they go in here pretty easily like this. There we go. Just a little sticky. A few years on the trails, probably got some dust in there. Now this second one is going to go in here and we're going to line it up right in there. Hex bolts up to where they'll be usable. Hopefully get those aligned correctly. There we go. Put it into our bracket again. Take our bolt, goes into the rail of the rack. Started. Things are to the point where we can start tightening things down. We went and found our driver to make this a little faster process. We're going to get in there and tighten up these bolts. The one on the bottom is tight. Bracket is really snug. Alright, let's get our nuts on our supporting bracket here. And this is a 16mm bolt nut that we're going to rinse down and secure this bracket even more. There's one. There's two. That is very snug. So this shower curtain mounting bracket is 39.5 inches long overall. We know we don't want it, we need a little room in the back of the rack for our water heater that we're going to install, and then we need it not to stick too far over the rack because we want to keep it kind of in this canopy area and not on the actual cab of the Gladiator. So let's take a look at where 39.5 puts us. It's about over here. So it's a little farther than so we want to bring this bracket possibly back to here to install. So let's get to work on that. Alright, so we found our placement. The back is 39.5 inches wide, which is right here where my finger's at. And looking like splitting the difference, we could put the bracket right here. So let's go ahead and break the bolt on the bottom so we can install the bracket in this location. There it goes. better to break it by hand, especially a bolt, especially these aluminum bolts that have been in place for a couple years. Break them by hand, and then you're able to save the actual threads or the actual bolt head itself to where you won't strip it out. So less odds of it. So let's go ahead and take our bracket. Our nuts in the channel are down here. Let's bring them down here so we could use them. Bracket's going to sit on in this location. Let's get our support bracket in place so we can figure that out. The right direction might help. So it's going to go in this location. So we're going to take this nut, this bolt. We're going to take this bolt and put it back in place underneath while including our bracket. Alright, so we've got the bolts started into the nuts. We've got our bracket in place. We have to get our bolts to slide in this rail, and then we'll put the nuts on there and tighten things up. Let's go get those. We've got two nuts, two bolts, and two flat washers that we're going to put into the rail system of the Front Runner Slim Rack 2. So what we have are, these are M8s by 16, and they just slide in this hole in the rack. So like before, I'll show you here. Just put them in the rack, get them aligned and slide them down. Now what we're going to do is work with this bracket. Here's our nuts and bolts, our nuts and washers. We may have to loosen this guy up again completely. Okay. Slide the M8s by 16s down into this bracket. Realign the top hole. We're going to gently go back down there, get aligned, and find the nut. And get it put on. First, snug these up. So we're in the nylon, so it gets tough. It's going to have to impact through. There's the noise sound we want to hear. And then let's do the other one. There it is. Say that one's going nowhere. Let's nuts up here on the bracket. Second one. There we go. So here's our shower curtain, privacy curtain that's going to be mounted. We have M8s by 16s going into the bracket back here, two on top, and then we'll put our rubber gasket back in place. Open the bottom. We're going to put two of those bolts in there. We've got multiple projects going on. Next up is our water heater. So we've got a nice case tankless water heater, a yellow case with a water pump that we're going to install for this shower curtain. So stay tuned for that. Second project we're working on, can't tell, this has just been freshly painted. Yes, it is my tailgate. We're going to reinstall a brand new carcass of a tailgate after my boat and trailer have beat up the back of mine right now. So that is another project in place. Let's get up this ladder and install this shower curtain. Alright. Alright, well, the bolts technically are not fitting on the support bracket, so it's not giving us enough room to actually utilize both of them and tighten them up. So probably gonna have to find some longer bolts. Trick to true value is always in play. So let's lightly get this secured here, and let's take a look, see how it looks, and we'll go to True Value and get some new bolts. Alright, we're back with our hardware. We've got some new stainless steel hardware. We get a little longer bolt that I'm going to put into the actual shower cover here. So we are going to go ahead and take this nut off, and on the side here, our little rubber keeper will take off. And we're going to slide this bolt into here, and this bolt into here, down low, and this bolt down. So we have to maneuver, kind of dance with all 4 bolts just to get them in the slots, get them started here so we can get a let's put this nut on there, just kind of hold it in place. Maybe. That is a short nut. Just throw a short bolt. Alright. So we got 4 all stainless steel bolts, nuts, and washers, because they will be in the environment. Go ahead and get that started. It is. Alright, got a 13mm deep socket. In place. Second one started. Snug. We have no more threads now. Let's go ahead and put the provided hardware on this side. Okay, more down low. This side will be done. Pretty tight space. There's 2 washers down. I'm on the wrong bolt. Big hands and blind. It's tough to get started, but I think we got this time. If not, I'll have to go search for washers. All right. go ahead and do the same process on this side, and then we'll take a look at the canopy. Let's open up the shower and see what it looks like. Now that we have the shower enclosure mounted, let's go ahead and open it up. This is the first time I've opened it up, and honestly I chose this off of Amazon because it was I chose this off of Amazon because it's a good price point. A lot of these can go $400 to $600. I think this was $189. They get it to me pretty quickly when we had a trip coming up, and I thought, wow, it would really be nice to have a place to change and a place to shower on a few day adventure. So let's open it up and see what kind of shower privacy tent that we have. Body of the shower comes out, and let's see what else. This is the top. We have another strap inside here. Opens up the top. A second strap. Side. These are pushed out by gas straps, so these are nice. And then we have a top that goes across and secures for privacy or rain shelter. We have an LED plug-in. We have an LED strip in here. And bars in here to keep this upright. And we have rings and to mount it to the ground. Let's see what kind of privacy we're gonna get. Where's the door stop? All the way down here in the corner. Over. Opens all the way up so you can walk in, not have to step in. That's nice. Cool. Here, look at these. Now these work. I believe maybe use some of this to hold it on. All right, so putting the top on, we've got this extra strap we put in, flip it along here, and there are two Velcro tie downs that you can put around bars to kind of help secure the top from any wind if you like that. And then one on the back side too. So we'll bother with that. Let's walk around into the shower, see what we got. All right, that's pretty cool. We've got a pocket here. I put some stuff in. We've got access back here for maybe the shower head can go in here. Look at how it straps on. So we can place the shower head straight back. These are for holding the sidewall brackets out into the package. It's adjustable with a D-ring. And then we can put this top on there. So kind of nice. Let's do the trick of zipping it close, see what kind of space. Okay, so gives us nice space. Actually, we can tie the door back if we would like. A lot of things to figure out, but again, it's thickest, but I don't think you're going to see through if someone's in the shower. Again, $189 compared to $400 or $600. Looks like it would work really nice. I'll have to figure out how to tie it down to the ground because the wind is blowing it in, but we will have that figured out by the time we go camping. All right, to wrap this video up, let's go ahead and put it away and see how easy that is. So we're going to grab this bar up here, push it in, and then you got to work the D-rings for those straps up there. Find that second D-ring. Put down Velcro. Okay. Good. Start from the bottom, roll it up. There. Bar pulled. See, I've made another mistake. There's another D-ring. Learning is progressing, so take your top, see if we can roll it into sides here. There we go. Our strap. Find our D-ring at the top. Cinch it to the side of the brackets. Same thing. Your strap up at the top. D-ring. Run it through. Pull it down. Fantastic. Power cord in. Start slipping it close. Go. Down and around. That's close. Struggled a little bit. First time I've ever done that. We'll try it next time at camp. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you got some value. See you next time. Make sure you go out and explore, create, do good. Bye.